I think it's definitely an expense that's like not talked about enough, like because it's something that like, we have to get every month, and like you know obviously like it's talked about people struggling to pay rent and stuff, which is obviously a huge thing. But like you know,
like if you're struggling to pay your rent, you're probably struggling to buy your
like and that's just like it's only a tenner a month, but that adds up so much.
Yeah. I think we do have the best conversation for the exercise. It's when we're in our prime.
What were we talking about earlier?
Oh, the free period, or the free central products in Scotland.
So in Scotland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Unreal.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell people.
Like in Scotland,
their
sanitary products
like,
are free, but how does that work? Do you go into like Tesco?
I'd say it's probably
pick
like
up your bits and
cheaper.
walk out?
I'd say it's probably, I would say it's
like,
all, like surely Tampax isn't free.
That's
it's
what I
like
mean,
you have to
because
pay for
always
here, like the big brands.
are they still free? Because
I don't know.
I'd say it should be free
you
for
know,
everyone anyways. Like
yeah.
so many people can't afford sanitary products.
Yeah, like I think that you go into hostel, like when I do my work placement, like the girls there like literally like obviously can't even afford rent, like you know,
people
and they struggle so
provisions,
much. Yeah, there was donations in the hostel of like sanitary products or whatever, but a lot of the girls didn't want to come and ask for like pads or whatever. You know, like that's kind of something that you don't want to be like doing. Yeah, so I feel like they felt like they had to.
That we're like open to each other. Like we have a good relationship. We're comfortable with each other, but like. You don't know someone.
And if you're in that situation where you can't afford them, like we're so lucky that we can. But if you're in the situation that you can't, like it probably makes you more vulnerable to talking about it, maybe because you're more ashamed. I don't know. So I can't speak for someone.
Because obviously it's such like a
can't afford it, but
it's such like a personal thing. I feel that like isn't really spoken about. I feel like maybe if periods were more like normalised, then people would be able to.
No, yesterday we were basically talking about like period products. Obviously, we had talked about the menstrual cup and that, and then we were talking about pink tax.
Oh yes.
Like that, some products is like marked up for women, and then like just in general, like men don't have the cost of period products and say like bras. Obviously, you don't have to wear a bra, but it's normal and they're expensive. Like men don't have to.
Yeah, it's true.
Pay for
and even
like that.
I don't know, but like obviously I don't know how much men's underwear costs, but like girls' underwear is probably more expensive.
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty cheap to just get like a standard pair of like boxers.
Compare
how much a bra and if you're
No, but it is like.
But I used to buy bra
like
they only have to buy boxes and it comes in a pack of 6 and it
And
comes in an individual pack, like, you know,
and then if you want like nice ones.
treat yourself.
But even the thing with sports bras, like it's normal to have sports bras and
oh yeah, especially when we're running, like we need a good sports bra.
And like I'm not running free titties like
that'd be so weird, like I don't even like running in the stairs.
The period stuff though is like we were saying how expensive like a box of tampons is or pads, and like it's like it could be €3 or €4 for like a smallish box, and the box like the bigger box would be like 6.
And like brands
every month.
Brands like always brand.
Yeah.
So expensive.
Tampons is expensive.
But like then even like the like shop brand is still like it's so expensive. Like,
and
it's
then
not
what we were
cheap.
saying as well about the when you use them, like when you think your period's coming, use them.
And it's such a waste.
Yeah.
But then it's like, are you gonna risk like going out and leaking? You know?
Yeah.
Like the other day at work, actually, I had to I got my period like when I was in work on Sunday, and I like just went like we sell them in work, so I just went up and bought a pack. And I was going to the tills, like all the guys were standing there, and I was like, oh, and then like when I was walking to the shop, I was like, oh, like you know, like they were just like one of the girl who was like serving me at the till, she was like, oh, do you want a bag for them, like when you're walking to the bathroom and stuff. But like I shouldn't have felt like that, you know. But obviously that was just like my normal way.
Like I know we talked about the menstrual cup and we talked about say period pants and like the fact that you can wash them or not. But like for people that are homeless, that doesn't work, or if they're living in like different accommodation and stuff like that, you know, group accommodation or something like that with people that they don't really know, it doesn't work because like you have to have access to toilets, or you have to have access to cleaning facilities and stuff. So yes, it's great for us to be able to say, yeah, we can use menstrual cup, we love using it, and we can wash it and everything, but that's because we have the access
the facilities
to wash it and all that kind of thing, where like on the go it doesn't suit them. And people still look for the products that are they just try but I mean it's interesting for sure, and it's just something that like don't even think of. And the person that I spoke to briefly about it, like she mentioned that it's actually just so much more common than people realise, like and they're trying to put like I know it's being encouraged in different places free products available in schools and available in clubs and that.
100%.
But it's so expensive. So like for Scotland to do that is really good.
Unreal. And like, but I think even for us, like, the initial chunk of, it wasn't even like the menstrual cup. Like, it's like a chunk gone, but tell me how much is like €30?
Yeah. And
like,
it's like an investment.
Like I haven't had to buy any.
No, so I think in the long run, like, you can be like, oh my god, it's so expensive. But I think if you do have the facilities and you are struggling with like your finances, I think it actually is cheaper. Like just make that initial investment.
Because if you think like every month how much you spend on sanitary products, you know, and then like that if you think you're going to get it that day and then you're wasting them.
Yeah. But if it's like every cycle, so say like a box of tampons, say a big box is like €6 and say like a thing of pads is like €4.
Yeah.
It's like a tenner every period. Like,
like every month.
Like, and that's like it's definitely fly.
So that would be like over. Say you spend like a tenner every month. So if it was like €30,
like
then that's just like three.
That's
just like 3 months.
Because you don't just buy like the pads, the tampons. Like you buy like there's a whole like selection.
Also like with tampons, like if it doesn't go to plan, you like leak, then you're throwing underwear in sometimes. And I know obviously that can happen with the menstrual cup, but like I just like I didn't really know what I was gonna feel about the period pants, and then I tried them, and like different people were like, oh, like, are you sure? And like I know like we were pretty open about it. Like other people I spoke to were like, oh no, they're not for me. And like honestly, I just tried them, and that paired with the menstrual cup, I actually think it's perfect because like you can just like wash them, and it's not like you're limited. Like if you want to use a pad,
you still can. They're just underwear.
Yeah, and I find like I know for me, like I find I don't fully trust the menstrual cup just yet. I haven't quite cracked it, but I think like just it's so expensive for people, and like it's pushing people to spend so much money on something that we can't control. And that's what I was trying to say last time. I mean, it's like easy for like men to say, oh, like it doesn't matter, or like not want to talk about it.
They can't
understand how expensive it is.
I think it's definitely an expense that's like not talked about enough, like because it's something that like, we have to get every month, and like you know obviously like it's talked about people struggling to pay rent and stuff, which is obviously a huge thing. But like you know,
like if you're struggling to pay your rent, you're probably struggling to buy your
like and that's just like it's only a tenner a month, but that adds up so much. You know, like if you're
say like for any like students or people that are trying to save or something, or actually have a menstrual cup with a period pants.
It's a
saving. Save so much money. But like, obviously it really doesn't suit everybody, and it's like a personal choice. But like I think the products in general should be affordable for people.
I think
I think Scotland has made like a good move. Like
have like a knock on.
Even just like the basics, like obviously there's more like expensive ones that are like better quality or whatever, you know, but like
but is it they're probably not, it's just branded like,
but I feel like just the cheap ones like you should have like a certain level that are, you know, for people that are really struggling to get them, and then if people want to get like I don't know,
you want to get
I wonder what like we must look into the ins and outs of what the situation is, like how they are setting it up, like do you get
it's interesting.
I'm happy to see people that can't afford it get it.
Oh yeah,
and I think that's it, definitely the first people that should be served. And then, but I think in general, it's something that women have to pay for that men don't, and it's an added cost for how many years of their life. Like I know it's like sometimes like if people have cramps or if people have like unusual periods, like people are taking like ibuprofen or Nurofen or like the Panadol, whatever it is, so that's like a cost. And then if someone has like a lot of pain, they're taking like stronger painkillers, more expensive painkillers, but they have to go and see the doctor about it. Like
every time you see the doctor about it, it's €50 or €60. Like that's just.
And then if someone's on the pill, like to manage pain or like whatever it is, or someone gets the bar or something to like not have like there's like different things, and there are costs that people might be trying to control their period for it, and it might be birth control, it might just purely be for pain or for something else. And men just don't have those costs, and those things are so expensive.
And it's like it's obviously something you don't ask, like a cost that you don't ask for, you know, like it's not your fault. Like.
And we just pay it though, like we just
but it's very
special.
It's not questioned, it's not
pay it. Like if we don't pay for it, we don't have it.
Like I'm just bleeding all the time.